This is Irontrader. It is Friday morning, TGIF. I know we had one day shorter this week, but wow, this thing just flew by. Okay, so as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. Remember, the rig count will be out today for crude oil and natural gas at 1 p.m. Okay, this video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, bond, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily and your weekly chart. Reason I'm bringing up the weekly chart here is by Friday, which is today's last day, we really like to get back here above this 100,038. That's at 8 SMA. That would be very, very nicely. Now, you can see here, we had this couple of down a week kind of a situation, but now we're kind of like inside weeks, okay? So this here, we had a little bit lower today, or this week here, but again, she rallied up here very nicely. So what you're going to look at here is this 100,042. Now, if that's lost here, we got really some good support. You can see this sideways action here, and then as long as we hold that 92.33, we're still in very, very good shape. We just have a sideways trading looking for the old catalyst. Okay, now here we have on the daily chart. All right, let's take a little peek ski. Okay, so you can see right here, went right up there. Where do we go? Right into the 50-day. Okay, where did we go yesterday? Right into the 50-day. This is why you trade the charts. Okay, so don't let anybody tell you they're after looking, they're this, they're that. They just don't know how to trade the charts. They got to come on the site and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so you go right into the 50-day. Now, today, so far, we're hanging right around it, but it doesn't really mean anything unless we get above that 50-day, 99,235. If we can, we're going to come right to the 21-day on 99,412. Okay, so those are your key levels that you want to watch on the upside, 99,234, 3035 level, and then right there, 99,412 level. Okay, so that's what we're looking for here today on the upside. If we can't get through that, then we're going to go sideways here to down. Okay, so now on the downside, we want to watch today's low, that 98,290. But this is the level that we need to hold on a closing basis, that 97,203. That's going to be very, very key. Now, if that's lost here, and then what we'll do is we'll come over here to yesterday's low. You have that 96,515, and we'll come down to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 95,065. Come down to the bottom here at 94,285, and then we have that recent low at 93,305. If that's lost, you could come down to the bottom of the candle, which is basically just this price channel, 91,455. Now, these price channels here are very, very good. I like these because all they do is they're just bottoms and tops of candles, okay? Now, you can use Bollinger Bands, clouds, and everything, but I found out that, I've been trading for over 2 decades, that these are just more accurate because that's all they are, tops and bottoms. They're the exact price, okay? So, for today here, we have a trading range here now between this 8-day, okay, that 97,203, and that 50-day and 21-day, okay, here on the old charts. Now, if we can break above this and say we can close above that, then we're going to come to the top of this candle at that 100,765. First of all, we're going to hit this 100,055 level here on your weekly. But that's what we're going to be looking for here if we can rally up here. And then we just have all these really nice targets of 102, 635 here. Then we can just rally this bad boy up here, 103, 870. You have 104, 920. We come up here, 106, 570. And then here's your nice big retest at 106, 95. Now remember, just one level at a time, but we're not going to go up here, here, unless we get above this 50-day and that 21-day. You can see how it stopped it cold. Now, we'll take this down just a little bit. Okay, so you can see here, this is a descending wedge, basically a bull flag situation here, okay? But, I mean, this flag is waving, man. She's touching the ground here, I mean, this is just way over there. However, that 50-day, you can just see how strong that is, okay? So we were below that 8-day, and now you can see how that 8-day is curling up here, okay? Very, very nicely. See how that 8-day now is curling back up here? That's the same thing we had here, where it came up. Once we cross that 21-day, you notice how nicely it ripped right on up here nicely. So let's just see if we can get that right back up here. But eventually something's going to happen because as this curls up here, okay, and this is flatlining down, something's going to give. You're going to break up or you're going to break down. But what I like about this pattern, low, higher low, higher low, higher low so far, okay, and higher highs. Very, very nice pattern here. But again, we need a catalyst here to bust this through. Then we can hit the other levels here. So just be a little bit patient. I trade the IBIT for the long, BITI here for the short, working out nicely. Okay, 51, plenty of room to run to the upside. Now, you can see here where your green is still below the red, but she's trying to get, cross above. And you always want that here at the bottom. For the simple reason, once we have it all on the top, we have that nice big spread that shows, yeah, huge momentum to the upside, but it's only short-lived, okay? So once we have it at the bottom here, that gives us plenty of room to run all the way on up. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the old crude oil. Now you can see here we had this really nice double bottom situation. Okay, came all the way down 70.12. Okay, very, very nicely. All you do is look to the left of the chart. What do you have? 70.12. Hit it right dead nuts. Okay, now a lot of times it doesn't do that. It come within 5 cents, 10 cents, 8 cents, maybe even 30 cents. But this one here hit it right dead nuts, and it held it very, very nicely, and then it had a nice good trade. But you look at these topping tails. See these topping tails here? That's never good. It popped up through the 50-day and the 21-day, couldn't hold it. Now yesterday went right in there, and then the charts just held it right there. Okay. Now today we have this red candle with a lower high and a lower low. So we got to see how this all shakes out. So what you're really looking at here is this 100-day. That's 71.48. That's going to be very, very key. You really need to hold that. Otherwise, if you can't, you're going to go down. But otherwise, we could just go sideways action. So if you lose this 100-day there at that 71.48 level, then this is your next level of support. It's going to be that 71.17, and then we'll come right down here at 70.84 level. It will come down to the bottom of this candle at 70.52, and then your retest is going to be that 70.12 level. Okay, so upside here, well, now the price here needs to get back above and hold that 71.86. That's your 8-day. You can see how the 8-day came right on down. It never crossed that 100-day, rolled back up here, but now she looks like she wants to flat line back over again. So let's just see how this all shakes out here. So right here is you got that 71.85 level. That's going to be strong, strong resistance in here. And the same way with this 21-day. See this 21-day? 72.43. And then we have that 50-day right above it at 72.59 level. Now, if we can get above all that here, then we're going to look at this candle here, 72.91. We'll look at here at yesterday's high, 73.14. Then we'll come up top of this candle, 73.68. But your big target is going to be 74.06. But when you look at this chart pattern, see, we have a high, you have a lower high, and a lower high. See, if you just draw a line on that, it's descending. That's never bullish unless you break out of that range and break above this 200-day. Then you can start hitting the upper targets. But right now here, we're just stuck right here where all this resistance is, okay? That 8-day, 21-day, 50-day, and 100-day. So let's just see how this all shakes out here. Now, you can see here where the green was going to try to get over the red, but couldn't do it. So now they're kissing here on the bottom. Okay, so 46, that's not overbought, oversold. We just have really paint. Well, I'm watching paint dry here. Yesterday I had some scalping at UCO, but it's just nothing really that says, wow, this is really getting up and going. That's why I still have that short position on SCO. And then I'm just scalping the UCO there for the long. So I just use it more of like a hedge for right now. Unless we start losing that 70.12, then I'll add to that SCO position, and then we'll take it all the way on down. Okay, natural gas had a really, they had a big draw last week of 196 billion cubic feet versus they were estimating 188 billion cubic feet. And, obviously it didn't mean dick. Look at this. See this? This is why you trade the chart. Remember, it's not the news that matters. It's the reaction to the news that matters, okay? So yesterday we had that big red candle. Today what we have is what they call an inside day. Your high and your low is the inside of the previous days. Okay, so let's take a look here at the downside first. So you want to watch today's low. That's at 415, okay? And then we'll come down here to yesterday's low. You're looking at 403, and then we come down to the bottom here, 394, and then we have this 391. Now, like I always said, as long as that price is above this 8 simple moving average here, it's sideways to up, okay? You get below that, then it's sideways to down, okay? So on the upside, well, what we're going to be looking for here is you're sitting at 4.28 right now. So we're going to be looking here at 430, 4.30. That's your next resistance, 4.32. And then we'll come up here to 4.36. Then we have this candle at 4.39. And then your big retest there at 4.47. So just because we have this red candle yesterday, that doesn't mean that, it's the end for natural gas. I think natural gas is going to be a really good play and a really good trade. I trade the UNG, and it's very, very easy to trade it because they do big volume, in and out very easily. And I do KOLD for the short, but there really hasn't been any short. I did a little short yesterday and made some money on the KOLD here, but that was pretty much it. But now, remember, I don't hold natural gas overnight or over the weekend or anything. I just don't, because they don't call it the widowmaker for nothing, okay? And like crude oil, yes, because it's a lot slower pace than what we have with the natty gas. Natty gas is just totally fickle, which I love it, but there's always gives you a chance to get in or get out. Okay, so bottom line today, what we're going to be watching is this all these candles here, that 430, 432, 436, at 439 and at 447 there on the upside. So you really want to watch yesterday's candle, the high, the low, the close, and the open. Okay, that's what we want to watch here today. On the downside here, again, just watch this 8-day. This is going to be very, very critical on a closing basis. As long as we have that hold that 8-day, it's sideways to up kind of action. Now we almost hit that 70 mark here, came down yesterday, but now you can see the strength in natural gas here. See this RSI? That just shows that it's very, very good. It's very, very strong. You can see this, okay? Now, look at here. The green is over your red. So this is still looking good here. So we start breaking out here. You have that 447. You crack above that. You got a target up there at 475. I'll show you at midday trading. I'll put a weekly chart up there and I'll show you. But if you're looking at 475, it's going to be a nice, good target if you can crack above that 447. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. Take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas, and then we throw something else in the old mix. There's always something that to do a trade here. Now remember, Nvidia's earnings are coming out there on the 26th. So it's going to be a little bit tricky because everything's been selling off here. So yesterday, in my last video today, I put up some seasonality charts. If you get a chance, take a look at it. It was the Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq, crude oil, and natural gas. And it gives you a good view over a 20-year period exactly what happens at this time of the year. Okay, trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.